Hey, how's it going? Checking in for today. All the things that I've done, movement I've made, progress I've made towards the speaking goals. And as it's a weekend day, again, whenever it's weekend, the answer is not very much, but it's still something that's on my mind, as it has been for the last every day for the last year and a half, mainly because of doing these videos. But I do find myself sitting down and in a few quiet moments, like I had this morning, just flicking on to a couple of YouTube videos and watching speeches. And the one I was watching this morning was an Arnold Schwarzenegger speech, and really interesting just to listen to it. I've heard it before, and I think what was most interesting about it was how deliberate he was with his words, how precise and well chosen they were. And I know that when I talk, whether I'm doing one of these videos or from a stage, it's always just conversational. And I've come to realise that Arnie's got his style and it works for him. And I'd say that the majority of the pro speakers, the very famous ones, certainly, the ones that I've seen in action, will be very meticulous and measured with their language. But that's not my style. And the times that I have tried that and done that, which recently my Toastmasters experience through the contest, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't fit. It's not really who I am. And when I think that the objective of giving a speech is to have an impact, is to lead people to taking some kind of action at the end that's going to hopefully make a positive difference to their lives, then I've got to be looking at content and inspiration over style and trying to emulate or simulate somebody else's style. So it was interesting watching that today, because I do enjoy listening to and watching those speeches, and there's probably a part of me that thinks I should be more like that. But I think the reality is I'm never going to be and retain the essence of me. So that was the small thing that I've done today. I've started listening to another positive psychology book as well on Audible. I'm still really into that. And I haven't spoken about that for a few days, but I'm still working my way through this course, probably about twice as fast as the projected rate of progress through it. So I really am enjoying it still, making the time to do it. Probably less so this week because I've been away and I've just been more tired. So I've only done perhaps a couple of hours worth, but normally I'm doing 45 minutes a morning every day, 7 days a week. So that to me tells me that this is a subject that I'm A, interested in, and B, I'm making the time for it. Which means that if I do decide to go on and push this into a master's, probably in 2020, then I will find the time, I will make the time to do the required study for that. So it's been a useful few weeks, a couple of months of as a test, as an experiment. And finally today I did another Facebook Live video, a story. I got stung by a wasp, and so I spun it into a lesson about how the brain is constantly looking for danger, and how this particular branch where I got stung, I just backed into it when I was mowing the lawn. Then when I went back to it later on after I'd got some first aid assistance from my wife, because it was right in the middle of my back where I couldn't get to it, so it was a bit annoying. Anyway, I was then very cautious and wary of it, so I used that as a lesson. So when something's happened, when something's bad happened in our lives, we tend to be more cautious of it in the future, even though there may be no increased risk of it ever happening to us again. And that can be a good thing, but it can also be a debilitating thing as well. It can hold us back, as it forms beliefs, stories we tell ourselves, and blah, blah, blah. So I gave that Facebook Live earlier today, and it was one of those ones. I've done many of these videos and live streams before where I don't have a complete idea in my mind as to what I'm going to say and how I'm going to formulate my ideas. And I like I like just leaping into the darkness and allowing the ideas to form as I fall. It's probably the best way to describe it. And just having the confidence that they will. And the trust that even if they don't, it'll be okay. I'll learn something from that experience. And today was okay. I might watch it back actually, because there's probably a few bits in there where I can see how I could have done better, and where the thoughts I did try to form together didn't quite click into place, and some of the things that I might be perhaps quite pleased with and happy about happening. So it was, again, a useful little exercise to do, because I nearly didn't do it because it wasn't perfectly formed in my mind. So there we go. There's the check-in, the update for today. Small things, tiny things, but still small steps forwards. Feeling good, feeling optimistic, feeling motivated at the moment, and ready for, well, another day of the weekend, then ready for another week of it coming up. Okay, I'll catch up with you tomorrow. For now, give it a YouTube thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and check back in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.